You know, it's insanity, but I just got done walking through all here because I was looking for morels, which I didn't find any. Boo. But man, there is a ton of firewood out here. There's so much firewood. I could probably camp for a full week out here. What's in this patch that I'm showing you right now. There's a bunch of, you know, if it was dry too, I mean, it's kind of wet right now, but you know, a few months it's going to be dry, but there's a lot of standing dead like I cut down today. There's a ton of standing dead, and it also thins out the trees, so the trees will flourish a little bit more by cutting down all the dead ones, supposedly. But because, you know, as you guys know, I don't like to make big bonfires. You know, I like to have respect. You know, towards the evening I might throw a few extra on if I'm cold, but for the most part I like to keep my fires a little bit discreet. That leaning one's dead, next one is dead, behind this dead. And I could, a lot of ridge poles too for projects. Got my mind thinking about stuff I could do. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of materials on the ground, like limbs, green limbs, to do like some kind of lean-to or shelter, but I could do it with a tarp. But then it's not really the same, but still. Oop, about the camera. You know, I see just resources aplenty. And there's a campsite just down that way, which I walked over there and came back this way. There's a fire pit over there, and there's still those people down there. So, you know, if I fell and got hurt, or fell into the fire, or cut myself bad enough on a knife, I do have a first aid kit, so I kind of pieced one together. I actually put it together for you know, the Cleom Lake trip, but the postponed Cleom Lake trip. But you know, I have basic first aid for work, but you know, I would just go down to their camp, say, hey, I'm hurt, can you know, give me a ride to town, or can you help if you have any medical training? I don't have a lot of medical training, but I could do what I could. I have some medical stuff, but you know, they're good. I mean, I hopefully can get a bleeding stopped enough to get him to town. And yeah, absolutely, I would help them out and go, yeah, let's go. I'd probably actually have them walk up to the road over here, although it might take longer for me to drive all the way around and come back and get them. But either that or they walk clear back to the car, which I'm not super far, but I'm also not close either. I don't think I could hear the horn honk from here. I mean, I'm probably, so I went around and then up to this point, which I don't mind walking out here. It's actually better, and there's nobody here except for that one guy on the mountain bike. But you know, it's what you're gonna have to deal with when you're out here with people. So, all right, so it finally happened. I was sitting here at camp, just waiting for my fire to die down, and we finally got a plane land. Now, I didn't catch the landing on camera, unfortunately, but it should be right there, center of screen, that white mass right there. Yeah, that's a plane. So I'm hoping he'll take off. So I'm gonna sit here and wait for him and see if he takes off. I didn't think anyone actually used this airfield. Maybe he stopped just to use the bathroom. Very cool. So yeah, I'll be waiting this one out. So I'm waiting to see if the plane will take off, but while I was waiting, I was thinking, how awesome would it be? Well, it's awesome to me, but it'd be awesome to fly in somewhere, land, camp, and then fly out when you're done. A couple days, that would be awesome. Damn, it sucks not being rich. That's the one of the things I would actually like to do is either go fly or maybe even learn. Probably takes a lot of money though, because planes are not cheap. And where would you keep it? So you'd have to have some, you know, some significant property. But having an airfield out here, man, I don't know if they're going to be leaving or not. I hope they do, and I can get it on video. I can see people walking around it, but I'd zoom the camera in, but the naked eye, it looks smaller on camera than it does on the naked eye. But I'm hoping to catch it on video taken off. which the end of the runway is right here, so I might get his descent, but then turn the camera and get him leaving. Owning a plane would be badass. Helicopter would be cool too. Excuse me. I've actually ridden in a helicopter. Just kind of. Excuse me. Wow. It's kind of scary. I rode in a helicopter with a big rounded dome front, and it had no doors on it, and I was on the outside. It was cool though. Although when you're taking off, you're like, but then you level out, you're like, okay, this is badass. And it was my first time in a helicopter. It was at one of those city, like town fairs. We used to live in that town, so Fall City days. That's what it was. Where I did the local eats for the small fries. Used to live in that town. I guess I'll sit here and wait for the plane and quit rambling. Well, I'm actually getting kind of bored waiting for him. I'm just sitting here drumming my fingers, wondering if they're going to make any kind of move. I don't know what they're doing. Stretching their legs. I've half a mind just to start packing up and get to the car and then drive around and park across from where they are and get out and get a closer look at it. Maybe take a few pictures. So, yeah. Don't know. I'll give it a few more and then I'll move on. Rather anticlimactic. Jeez. Well, probably a good time to pack up and go. Fire's all died out. Still hot as hell, but we got low fire danger, so I'm not worried about it. So yeah, let's start getting my stuff together. Alrighty, well, I'm all cleaned up. I left nothing behind but footprints and a couple places where I used number one. But yeah, cleaned up, no garbage left, the way it should be. Got that can in the car I picked up, so I don't have to carry it out. I took it to the car already. And yeah, made sure I check all my gear, picked up my grill, picked up my pot. Oh yeah, I was gonna do Fire to Friday out here and I forgot. Yeah, oh well. Anyway, appreciate you watching. Thanks for sticking with me. As always, I do a thank you again, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. Well, that's a little weird. We come back to the car. Thankfully, the car is not molested. No flat tires, no smashed headlights. But the can sort of fell down. It's not a big deal, but this was sitting here. This was not here before. Was it the mountain biker who did it? I mean, I'll pick it up, but it's a little bit bizarre. Whatever, I guess. Yeah, easy peasy. Alright, I was driving out and I saw the plane just sitting here, so let's go snoop. Excuse me. Well, it's really small. I don't really know anything about planes, but how cool is that? I thought there's nobody around here. There might be those. I saw a couple all the way down at the end. They might have just been walking around. That is just so cool. It's not very big either. Only a 2-seater. And looks like a backpack in the back seat. Probably survival gear, which I can't help but wonder what kind of survival gear they carry, but that's only because I'm a nut. Try to get the whole thing. There's my car right over there. That is just super cool. How fun would it be to fly that? Man, that's awesome. So I might hang around a little bit, see if they take off. I don't know why I get stupidly excited about stuff like this, because it's not something I see every day. I don't know if it's okay to take pictures that close or not. Probably not realistically, but like I said, sometimes my judgment gets pushed aside by my excitement. So it's like, yeah, something different. It's like, oh, common sense out the window. I'll hang out a little bit and see if they come back. I never actually looked at the signs before. Ranger Creek State Airport, 2650 elevation, 2,876 feet long. Washington State Department of Transportation Aviation, operated under a special permit, USDA Forest Service, funded through general aviation fees. That is cool. Aircraft visitor information, police site guest book, parking designated area, west side of midfield. Okay, so this is a designated airfield. Carry out your trash. Airport camping a lot. Oh wow, you can actually camp in designated areas. So you could literally land, camp, and then walk over to a site where I just parked and camp. That's awesome. That is really cool. I'm not going to show the guest book on camera, so, but there is the guest book. Suspicious activity will be reported. Oh, someone's going to report me. So I was just chatting with them. They're actually really nice. They're going to be taxiing down the runway to the right of the screen, and then they're going to turn around, warm up the plane, and then fly this way and then take off. So I'll probably get a nice shot of them taking off as soon as they are done. Then I'll go home afterwards. So very cool. By the way, I did get permission to film them as they were leaving. I gave my business card for my channel too. I guess we can record the firing it up. I don't really know anything about planes, but it's super cool. Alright, I missed seeing them pull out because I was getting my other camera from the car. So we'll get their takeoff on film. they're going down in the end. They're going to turn around and then they're going to take off. So I'm going to get some on the handheld because I got the Nikon right here. And I'll try to get, it'll be easier to follow along and I'll get the parting shot as they drive away. And they turn around. So he said he was going to have to warm up about 7 minutes. So of course there'll be just a quick swipe of the screen for you, but well, that was kind of cool, but man, it hardly took any runway at all. It was surprisingly difficult to get on video, but still, that was pretty cool though. Anyway, it'll probably be its own video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.